So there's a lot of scoop in your swing, and we were talking, you've worked with several other coaches on trying to get rid of that movement, but you've never dealt with what pressure is doing in your foot, okay? So that's going to dictate how you rotate, and that's going to dictate and allow your chest to move in the way you want. Like we were sitting there, we were talking about getting the chest more over the golf ball. It's really hard to do with your pattern, okay? Because when you start, you push all of the pressure out of the lead foot forward, okay? Get in here and you have this big hangback tilt. Whenever I see that trail side bend there, you can pretty much guess that unless the player has a magical, bent arm and that big pull, that they're going to be flipping at the golf ball, okay? So I want to deal with how you push pressure out of the ground. I want us to feel like we're opening up the lead side without going into a tilt. So our first move from the top down will be, we'll get up top, we'll sit in here, and then we're going to feel like we crunch down. But when you're crunching down, I want the pressure to move from the inside part of your lead foot into the outside ball. So it'll just be up, boom, push down, and by the time you get, P5.5, you should be firmly loaded into the outside ball of the foot. So set up for me, no ball. Go up to the top of your backswing. Okay, now, when you start coming down, I want you to feel like you're going to push into the outside part without sliding. So this is going to be a challenge for you. There you go. Push down and keep that hip back. Perfect. Do you feel like you're really pushed in there?
Kind of.
Okay, so I always talk about this. If I were going to jump this way, I wouldn't want to get in here and go there to jump, right? I'd be sitting here with my pressure, and then I can move, right? You're trying to create that same feel in your transition. So go up, let's do it again. Open and push in here. Good, 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 good. Keep turning, stop. So from about right here, okay, that's a good explosive position. You're gonna feel like the entire trail side, and remember we have the pressure in the ball of that foot, is going to push up and back, okay? While this trail side is now pushing forward. So we've delayed the push out of the trail side. That's the whole point. We don't want to push immediately. We want to get down here, then that push happens out of the trail side, right? So it's about delaying everything. So go up for me. Sit down to P5.5. Keep going. The club moving down, right here. Okay? Now, get this a little bit more open. There you go. Explode everything up and back and get the right side through. Good. Do it again. Sit down. Explode it through. Beautiful. Down. Explode. So now you feel your right shoulder more on top of the golf ball when you do that?
Like I'm covering over it.
Yeah, 100%. Let's grab a golf ball. Let's do a little freezer drill. Go up top for me, and I want you to stop as you're coming down. Go to P5.5. Just feel that pressure movement. Okay, cool. You're pushing in hard? Mm-hmm. Cool. Now, explode up and out with the golf ball there. Try and get the right shoulder to cover it. Go ahead. Yep. Go ahead. Good. Let's get one more golf ball. Let's try that move again. Sit down. Pressure into it. Keep turning when you're doing it. There you go. Now explode around. Good. That's perfectly fine. Work that feel for a little while, and when I come back, we're going to really check it out and see what you're doing with it. But just do that in freezer until I'm back. Okay?
All right.
All right. So that's a big fall-off fade.
Yeah.
Now, we addressed your pattern a little bit earlier. I'll have you stand just to the right of that camera there. Now, when I'm watching you make your move, okay, you get up and you get a lot of depth, which generally wouldn't lead to the big fades and the big pulls that you're dealing with, right? But you get there through faking it with your arms, right? This trail arm pulls way behind you in the backswing, and this is what you look like at the top of your backswing, okay? Then you do what a lot of players would sit there and pull everything, get stuck, and try and back out and flip it, right? You go the opposite direction. You get up here, boom, and pull it out in front of you. Okay. But when you're doing that, that gets the club head moving way too far outside of the golf ball. That gets you swiping across it. that brings that big fade, that big pull hook into play, puts you in a lot of trouble. So we need to reinvent how you deal with your right arm, okay? So what I want you to feel is that with the right arm, it is going to stay in a more neutral position. It's not gonna get in here. The trail shoulder's not gonna go super internal, which means you're getting that elbow flying behind you, right? We're gonna keep it more out in front of us, okay? To match the depth you have. So depth is how far the hands are getting behind you, roughly, right? I measure it off heel line. We're going to have to get the body opening a little bit more, okay?
Turning more?
Turning more. So we're gonna free you up with that hip, the trail hip, to turn farther back while keeping that arm in a more neutral position going up to the top of your backswing, okay? Get the knees bent out, the butt goes way far back, and the chest gets really low, and your feet are actually really narrow, right? Okay. I want you to get some good width there, feel like you're a little bit taller, get the pelvis underneath you, and then from there, round the upper part of your spine and let the arms just hang down in front of you. So this is loose. It's set up. I feel nice and loose. Okay. I feel athletic. I feel like I'm ready to go. Okay? So once you get in that position, you're going to be a lot taller, right? So you also get the hands low. I need you to feel like you're holding your hands higher through impact, okay? Or at address, sorry. Yeah. So when you get in here, hands are higher at address. This is going to put you in position to turn. Now, before you didn't have any turn in your golf swing, right? You just got in here, barely moved the hips, threw your hands through. From here, we're now in a position to turn. So you're gonna feel like that right hip moves more up and back, okay? Once that hip gets up and back, that's gonna allow the chest to turn. That's gonna allow our hands to get way deeper and put you in a totally new position, okay? And the final thing that you need to really work on today is getting your pressure forward. So we talked about getting the lead side, pushing more up and back, pushing more out of that trail foot, okay? And we're gonna know if we get into that good position based on whether we can get ourselves into a nice tall finish position, right? If we get everything around, we get everything nice and tall to finish, we know we made that movement pattern that we're looking for.
Hey guys, if you like this video, please like and comment. I come out with new content every Saturday, Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday. Thanks a lot, you guys.